Hello.
Hello, it is Sunday evening-ish.
Yeah, it's Sunday evening, 6
Yeah,
p.m., 5 p.m.
we'll call it. We'll call it. Um, we're coming to you live from the fact that Argentina lost the World Cup.
They
Yep.
lost.
And
Spain won.
Spain won, and we are excited that the OG colonizers won.
Oh my god.
Listen,
Oh
you really
shit.
wish it was Senor 7 foot Holland, but what can you do? Or
What
even
can you
England.
do? No, fuck no. I fucking can't stand England.
Bellingham's adorable. Bellingham,
No,
not
no,
Bellingham. Bellingham.
no. None of the
No,
above. I
I would
was,
love it if Mexico made it, but
well, I would have loved if Mexico made it too. I also would have loved if the freaking United States could get their head out their ass and actually learn how to play soccer.
hey, we took
Or,
hockey. We
excuse
took
me,
gold in hockey. That's
if
all
they
that
could
matters.
learn how to play football.
There you go. Hey, all that matters is that we got gold in hockey. That's
This is true.
it.
We did get gold in hockey.
We beat the Canadians. That's all that
Norway
matters.
should have went to the World Cup and they should have won it. That would have been nice.
But they did not.
They did not.
They did not. So it is what it is.
It is what it is. Spain won. Second World Cup title.
Whoop,
Good for
whoop.
them.
The
Did a great
halftime show was
job.
incredible.
The halftime show was the only reason I even watched.
I didn't even watch it, to be honest with you. I was sitting in I was sitting in the Odyssey for 3 hours.
She was watching a movie. She
Oh.
managed to snag decent tickets for opening weekend. I couldn't even get tickets. I can't even. I was trying to see if I could get tickets before the wedding, my brother's wedding.
Hmm.
Because obviously we weren't gonna. I didn't know that Tyler had even looked for tickets. Tyler said he didn't want to see it, but I guess because I really wanted to see it, he looked for tickets. I had looked at tickets with like Dr. Sari last week, just not like to buy tickets, but just out of curiosity because I asked Dr. Sari if he was gonna go see it or not,
Hmm.
and we were looking and I was like, "Jeez, this shit's sold out." Now I was looking up in up where the office is, not down here where I live, but even then there was like no tickets. So then turns out Tyler actually looked for tickets, wasn't able to find any. And then I was like, well, let me just see if I can find something for like Monday night, Tuesday night, or Wednesday night before we leave for the wedding because you know, might have a better chance of not being a weekend. Yeah, no, that shit is sold out everywhere.
Yeah, so when pre-sale tickets came out, it crashed the Fandango website.
I didn't even know they were doing I
They
knew it was going
did.
to be a big deal. Like don't get me wrong, I knew it was going to be huge. I didn't realize it was going to be this big of a deal.
I mean, it's Christopher Nolan. Like,
Right, right.
I am really sad I missed out on Oppenheimer in IMAX because from what I'm hearing, it was incredible. The movie itself is fantastic. I have not seen it yet, honestly, because I'm still waiting to see if they bring it back in IMAX. But I the first snips I was seeing about this film, because he was talking that this is his magnum opus, like this is his creme de la creme. He's been working on this for years. He has a star-studded cast, and I'm talking star-studded. Every single time someone stepped on the screen, I was like gasping, almost
Well,
inhaling popcorn. Um,
without giving anything away, how did Tom Holland do?
oh my god, incredible! Like truly, that kid is incredible, and he's gonna
Good,
go
good,
far. That kid, he's what our
good.
age.
Yeah,
Um,
literally.
he's an incredible actor, and I can see him. You know how everyone's like Michael B. Jordan's the next Denzel. Like he's going to be doing, which he is, big projects, big roles. He's just going to be. He's a master of his creed, right? Of
Yeah,
his
yeah, yeah,
craft.
absolutely.
Um, I. Everyone's saying Timothy Chalamet is going to be the next one. No, I truly think Tom Holland has it in him. He's so good at just being able to manipulate our emotions and being able to truly like become that character. Um, I do
Well, and
think,
that's why I was asking, because like Tom Holland, we all know him as Spider-Man,
yeah,
obviously, and
yeah.
he's a great Spider-Man. Like in my opinion, the best Spider-Man there's ever been. Um, and I do think he's phenomenal. But I was just curious because he has a huge role, from my understanding, in the Odyssey. And like, I'm trying not to look up a lot of stuff because I don't want any spoilers. I'm trying to because I really do love Greek mythology. So I'm like, I
You
don't even
already
really want to
know,
know who's
you
playing who.
you know the general story of the Odyssey, right?
Well, of course, but I'm like I don't know. I don't even know who Tom's playing. I don't know
Okay,
who Zendaya's playing. I don't know who um Anne Hathaway's playing. Like I know they're in the
okay,
movie,
okay.
but I don't know who they're playing. Like I'm trying so hard to avoid spoilers as much as possible, but from my
I'm
understanding
surprised you
is
have
that
avoided spoilers this
oh
much.
girl, I literally every time I see something I skip basically.
Okay.
Like all I
Um,
know is that Tom Holland has a much bigger part in it. Like I haven't even really watched the trailers because I genuinely don't want to be spoiled.
mhm.
But I know that Tom Holland has a bigger part in it because there was an interview that they were like, is it true your mom didn't think you had it like that big of a role in the movie and she called you and was like he's like, yeah, she thought I was only going to be in it for like a couple minutes, not realizing that I'm like one of the main characters. So I was like, damn, that's funny. And then I also know that Tom was the one that got to ask Zendaya to play. And actually I do know Zendaya plays Athena because he in the interview said, okay, reread the script but in Athena's like thinking of Athena, and then that's how she found out she got the role of Athena.
And it truly fantastic, very fantastic. Um, so I think I saw when Whispers were coming out last year, and I think I saw a couple clips. I was honestly, I was intrigued, and then I got worried because he did keep the cast kind of under wraps. We only
Mm-hmm.
got like minuscule little glimpses of who might be playing which person, right?
Right.
And I don't have you seen the original the Troy movie with Senor Brad Pitt as
No.
Achilles? Okay, you have homework. Watch that movie. I love it. I
Okay.
love it in pieces. Um so growing up with that and then growing up with like the Percy Jackson series and just loving Greek mythology, you hold on to the Odyssey, you hold on to the Iliad,
You know
and
what's
you
funny?
have these preconceived notions of who you think these people look like, and then you see who they cast, and you're like, excuse the fuck out of me.
Well, and that's I was just gonna say, like I don't mean to cut you off again, but I do have to pause for 1 second because you know what's hilarious? I love Greek mythology, but I could never get into Percy Jackson.
That's fair because it's like Greek mythology adjacent, so that's fair.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. But no, and I think that's kind of why Tyler's not really caring to see it because he has like looked up who is being casted, and for him, he's one of those people that like struggles with adapting to cast sometimes. Like not all the
Mm-hmm.
time, but it's like sometimes. And like for him, he has a hard time with like people playing like Greek gods and stuff in general because unless they're what he envisions in his head, which nobody is because nobody's a fucking Greek god, it's hard for him. So I think that's one of the reasons he doesn't really care to go see it.
So yeah, and I agree. I agree with that. And that's why like even Connor and I were kind of like, oh, like I don't know. Just some of the like I said, I think the first trailer that we both saw did not look good. And I think it's just because of the editing. I think it was a really rough edit and someone dropped it and dropped the ball.
Okay.
Because then cut to literally earlier this week, I was like, we need to go see this because I fear we're going to miss out. The FOMO hit, and I spent 20 minutes looking for tickets, managed to find the last two tickets for an 11 o'clock a.m. showing because I was like, if we're going to do it, we're going to do IMAX and we're going to do it early
Okay, but
because
did you have to
holy
sit
fuck.
like front row?
No, we managed to get. We were second row from the top,
Okay, that's not bad.
and we were the two seats on the edge.
Okay, okay. Because everything,
Not
like,
bad.
I shouldn't say I can't find tickets. I can. It's all just
Everything is
very
front
much in the
row.
front,
Yeah,
and there's no way. I've done that before, and I ended up having the worst migraine and like crick in my neck. I was like, I'm not doing that.
yeah. No, I fully agree with you. Um, It is it is good, even with, because again you worry about the pacing, and that's what we were worried about because we're like it's 3 hours long, like holy fuck. And the Odyssey is long. It's a long book.
Oh
It's a
yeah.
story of Odysseus and what he goes through. I mean, it's a true hero's tale.
Right.
It
Right.
is the hero's journey that could, if done wrong, end up being like the fucking Lord of the Rings, where you're just sitting there for 2 hours and you're like, why are we still fucking crossing the same goddamn green pasture?
I
Um,
still haven't finished Lord of the Rings, the movies, because I keep falling asleep watching them.
and again, that is fair, and that is not this movie. It does not drag. The way it is edited, the way the even the timeline keeps you enthralled, keeps you going through of like, oh damn, like oh, okay, oh we're over, oh, like it's just, it's like he knew he has a lot and he knew how to deliver it. Are there, I mean, is it 100% amazing? No. I gave it a solid 8 out of 10. And I can't tell you what I would fix other than maybe just either adding to a couple things or taking back a couple of things. And again, like it's not going to be 100% perfect, but it truly is incredible. I would rank this in my like top 10 movies that I've seen so far. I'd rank it number 2.
Oh shit! What's number one?
Project Hail Mary.
Shit! Which I haven't seen yet either.
Project Hail Mary, it very quickly became my best movie I've seen all year.
Okay, I really need to get on that then. I need to.
Yeah.
We need. Well, we're gonna read Project Hail Mary for the podcast, and then once I'm done reading it, then I'll watch the movie. And
Yes, because
then,
it
yeah,
is good.
hopefully, I'm hoping after the wedding, before we go to Universal, we'll be able to watch the Odyssey. Although we
I'm
could
hoping
end
you
up
too.
watching it at Universal. They do have the movie theater at City Walk, and we do have a quote unquote lax night, so we maybe will get IMAX tickets and can go watch it there.
Honestly, that would be everything. I
That
did
would be kind of cool.
hear, oh, I don't know if it's the one in, I know the one in LA has the actual Trojan horse
Mm,
chilling outside of the Universal City Walk Theater.
that'd be
Maybe they have
sick.
something out there too. It, it's very good. It is very, very good. Um, do you know who else is in it?
Okay, so I know Matt Damon's in it.
Mm-hmm.
I know Anne Hathaway's in it. I know
Mm-hmm.
Zendaya, Tom Holland.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember the name of the kid, but he's like a he's I hate the way to say this because then it makes it sound bad. I just can't remember his freaking name, but he's little, like he's a little guy.
Little guy.
Yeah. Oh gosh, what the frick's his name? I'd have to look it up.
Okay.
He's not like a huge dude. Um, I don't know how else to explain him. I know that Edward Cullen is in it.
Okay. Let's talk about Patty
Robert
Boy for a
Pattinson.
second. Because
I'm like, what the fuck's his name? Robert Pattinson. I know Robert Pattinson is in it.
let's talk about Patty Boy because everyone has been talking about how phenomenal his acting was in this, and I can attest, fan fucking tastic. It
He
was
did.
true. He did really good.
I feel
He
like ever since Batman, he's been popping off.
he had now. Okay, this last movie that he put out, the drama, I fucking hated it. I did not like
Oh, I
it.
didn't
I
watch
only
that one.
watched
That's
it
with
for
Zendaya as
him
well,
and
right?
Zendaya. Yeah, I only watched it for that. I didn't.
Okay.
I can't tell you what the fuck happened or how it resolved because it just threw me for a loop. You know how sometimes A24 movies, um, they are hit or miss on if it's like a good weird or a bad weird.
Mm-hmm.
This one was a bad weird, but
Gotcha.
he was fucking bad. I
He had
I
like
was
four movies coming out
howling
this year.
fucking
He had the
laughing.
drama. He had the Odyssey. What else did he have going on?
He's gonna be in the new Dune that's coming
Dune.
out,
That's right.
and
Because him and Zendaya both had four movies coming out this year, and I was like, what the
yes,
fuck?
hold on, Robert Pat. He did that one with um Jennifer Lawrence, didn't he?
Maybe. I don't
Hold on.
remember.
I'm pulling up his.
I just know we had 4 coming out this year.
Oh,
And I
last
was like, because I
year
was like,
he did Die My Love, and then he also did Mickey 17. And Mickey 17 was fucking great.
I
If
haven't
you
seen
haven't
that
seen
either.
it, it is
Mm-mm.
it's good. Oh, there's an oh,
I'm really excited for Dune. That I cannot wait for
okay.
that to come out.
He's playing Chris Hansen
And what?
in prime time. He's playing Chris fucking Hansen. Why don't you take a seat? Take a seat right over there. Oh, that's amazing. Okay,
Yeah, I
so
don't know what
yeah,
you're talking
so
about.
those To Catch a Predator.
Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about, dude.
Oh my god. Okay, Chris Hansen is the TLDR of it. Chris Hansen is one of the number one like literal on live TV Dateline. He would disguise himself as a child to catch child predators online, like literally catch them in the act. Um, or
Oh,
he would
so
have
this is
other
like based off
people.
of like legit thing.
It's legit. Yes, it is an actual true person.
Oh.
And so his whole shtick is he'd bust them and he'd have the cops with them and he'd literally be like, "Why don't you take a seat? Take a seat right over there and we can talk about why you're talking to supposed 14-year-old girls online." And they would always try to flip it and be like, "Well, why are you acting like one?" And he's like, "Well, why are you even seeking this out?" Like it's a whole fucking thing. The whole thing.
Nice.
So yeah, so his 4 movies that are coming out this year:
This year.
The Drama, The Odyssey, Primetime, Dune Part 3. He has 2 others that look like are upcoming, which is Here Comes the Flood, and then The Batman Part 2. I do have to give Batman another try because I watched maybe 15 minutes of it and was cracking up because I think this was during the time that I had COVID, and in my COVID brain, I was laughing, thinking like, "Oh my god, this is if Edward Cullen, like this is if someone wrote a fan fiction of Edward Cullen becoming Batman," and I couldn't stop giggling to myself, and that's what happens when you have COVID brain.
When you have COVID brain. Yeah, because I will say personally, and Tyler was even pleasantly surprised at how well he played as Batman.
I
Like
heard his
it's
little emo Batman is pretty good.
it's mine and Tyler's favorite Batman movie at this point. Like
Mm.
all-time favorite, and we're both really sad because we just read like the other day that Batman 2 is actually getting postponed until 2028 now.
Yes, I see. He is well because he's booked and busy.
It makes me sad. I'm ready for Batman.
He's
I
booked
want
and
more.
he's booked and busy.
He did so good.
And he did phenomenal in this movie.
Who does he play? Like I know I just said I don't want to know, but who does like cuz I can't.
He is Antinius.
Okay. That makes sense. That works.
Mm-hmm. He is
Okay.
Antinius. And then you obviously know who Odysseus is, right?
I'm going to assume it's Matt Damon.
Okay, yeah. I was like,
Okay.
please, for the love of God.
I mean, I don't know for sure. I'm just going to assume. Like I don't really know, but I'm just going to assume. And then I know who Zendaya plays, but
Little
that's about
dude,
it.
are you talking about Elliot Page?
I think so. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Elliot Page.
Um, One thing I do want to say about it is John Bernthal is also in it, and I was
I don't know who that
howling.
is.
Did you ever watch The Walking Dead?
Yes.
Okay, he's Shane from
I
season
don't.
1.
I don't remember who Shane is.
He is the other cop that was fucking Rick's
Oh.
wife.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now I know. Yes. Yes.
He's
Yes.
also the Punisher, and
Yeah.
I was howling at his performance because he's so gruff. He's so gruff. He's perfect, but he's just so gruff.
Tyler saw him at the airport one time.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But Tyler didn't want to be like that guy. You know what I mean? So he like looked at him and then like because he was like walking or whatever by him,
Uh-huh.
and so he like locks eyes with him and keeps going, and then he like does the double take, right?
Mhm.
And he nods at him and he nodded back to Tyler and Tyler was like, hell yeah. But he didn't bug him or anything because he didn't want to, be that guy. But they like
I heard he's pretty
acknowledged each other.
pleasant. And that's
I,
honestly
yeah, I
everything.
don't think he would have been like mad. But like Tyler's the type of person where he's like, because that's the other thing too. Like Tyler's like, if I had drawn attention to him,
Yeah, it
then
would have
other
been
it would have like
that.
been a chain reaction
Yeah.
potentially, and he didn't want to do that to him. He's like, this guy's just trying to fly home to his family or fly to his
Yeah.
next movie or whatever the fuck he's trying to do. The last thing he wants is to be fucking swarmed at the freaking airport.
Yeah.
And like Tyler said, you could definitely tell he was like, quote unquote, kind of like low key undercover. Not like super crazy, but
No,
just,
I'm sure he's like,
in normal
I'm just
people
trying to,
clothes,
yeah.
ball cap on.
But that is everything.
Yeah. So,
It's if y'all can swing it, do it.
go see it.
Go see it.
Yeah, I want to see it really
Because,
badly.
like I said, we weren't going to, and then we did, and I don't regret it.
I'm really hoping we can go like when we get back from the wedding.
I hope so too, because it's really good. I almost cried,
Oh shit.
and then I got home and I realized my period started, so I was like, oh, that's why.
You're like, oh no, and then it's all makes sense.
Like, ah, that's why.
Well,
That's
speaking
why.
of crying, today we're talking about the deal.
Oh shit! Yeah, hit that intro, Harley.
Hit the intro. And we're back.
We're how many minutes in? Only 20. That's not that bad. We've
No, it's
almost 40
not awful.
minutes.
No,
Um,
not too shabby.
yes. So today we are discussing Ellie.
L. Kennedy.
It is L.
L. Yep.
Okay, we're discussing L. Kennedy's The Deal, aka the first book in the off-campus series, aka the show that's got us all by the huevos.
All in a chokehold. And that's what I meant by crying. The book did not make me cry. The show made me bawl like a fucking baby. The book did not make me cry.
The book did not make me cry. The show did make me shed a tear. And then I see what you mean by it being a lot more simply written. And when I looked at the publishing date, 2015, and that makes sense.
Oh, I didn't even. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah,
It
2015.
makes sense. It's 10 years old, which is wild that it took this long for it to get an adaptation. Deserved. Probably because of how popular hockey is getting, and probably because of how popular book talk is getting again.
Yeah,
Again,
I think so.
it's because of girlies like us and girlies like all of y'all, girlies, gays, theys, and he's, all of y'all readers that are just nomming these books up off of the shelves. I just saw another article that there are more Barnes and Nobles locations opening up, and that is fucking everything.
Yeah,
That being
more Barnes
said,
and
be sure
Nobles.
to support your local mom and pop bookshops. But yeah, like it's wild that it took 10 years for it to get an adaptation.
Mm-hmm.
Really good adaptation and really good differences made from the book to the show.
I feel like, and this is not, I'm not coming for El Kennedy whatsoever. I think it was a very good book. I definitely, especially 10 years ago, Harley would have ate that shit up.
100%.
But 2026 Harley, it read to me very much like a Wattpad, which 10 years ago I was reading Wattpad, so that makes sense. And again, like I said, no shade to Al Kennedy, it's really good, but I just think the show did a great job. Like what the show did change was all, in my opinion, very necessary, and I loved the changes that they made, and I think they did a really good job. Now, do I think the show still would have been successful if they hadn't made those changes? Absolutely, and I think fans, like true fans of the books that read these books and have read every single book, because I've only read the first book. That's another thing I want to throw out here. I've only read The Deal. Now, did I read it in 24 hours? Yes, I did. I ate that shit up. But I just think that for the show, I think the changes that they made are what's going to carry the show through these next however many series or however many seasons the show is going to have. and I think they did an amazing job. I think the book is really good. Like I said, I read it within 24 hours. I loved it, but I felt way more connected to Garrett and Hannah from the TV show than I did Garrett and Hannah in the book. I also
Mhm.
felt a lot more emotions from the TV show than I did the book. Like I said, the TV show made me cry. The book did not make me cry. And the part of the TV show that made me cry is what they changed out from the book.
Yes, and I think they just made it a lot more mature. Not to say that like because the content is still there. The overall content of the book, the heart and soul of the book is still there within the show, but the show knows that it's all of us girlies, all of us that are in their 20s and 30s, and we don't want to see the high schoolness of it because in the book they still read very much high school and they're supposed to be juniors in college.
Mm-hmm.
You're an adult at that point.
Yeah, that's a
um
good way to put it. I do think it is a lot more mature. The show is a lot more mature than
it
the
made it
book.
more
The
and
book definitely felt very much still stuck in. And
in
that's where
high
I like
school.
I say the Wattpad comes out, right? Because it's like it's just the stuff that was happening in the book and the things that were being said and the things that they were doing just felt very like unbelievable, crazy Wattpad story to me. You
Yeah,
know?
especially with the whole ultimatum, the dad coming and sitting down and
Mm-hmm.
saying, "You're gonna stop dating my son because you're a problem." That's a little too much, right? Like
Well, and
we're
then
nearing K drama, we're nearing telenovela. Like, okay, enough.
exactly, and the whole like her doing that because um
He's gonna get cut off and
yeah,
shit like
and
that.
she's not gonna like, and she doesn't even talk to him about it to be like, hey, because as you find out in the book, it wouldn't have mattered. He could cut him off. He has his own money. He has his own 2 feet that he stands on. He is not. I mean,
Helpless.
he is a product of his father, but he's not. He is not 100% dependent on his father.
Yeah.
And even if he was 100% dependent on his father, you still, as a junior in fucking college, who, by the way, has been through extremely traumatic events in her high school years, and again, not to go down this road, but as somebody who went through a very traumatic high school, you grow up kind of fast. You know,
You do. You grow
you
up
grow up
fast and you
fast,
know how to be an adult.
and when you're in a relationship like her and Garrett, like Hannah and Garrett are, you go and you talk to Garrett and you say, "Hey, this is your dad is starting to cut you off. What are we gonna do?"
You
Not,
literally go, "Hey, your dad's being a dick."
yeah, it's either we break up or he cuts you off. What do we do here? Because
Hmm.
I don't want you to ruin your hockey. I don't want you to ruin this. I don't want blah 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 XYZ to happen. Where do we go from here?
Right.
Not, okay, yeah, dad, I'm going to do everything you say. I'm going to walk away and make it and do what you tell me to do. Especially knowing that Garrett and his dad have such a bad relationship, knowing that Garrett's dad is abusive and beats his son, beat his ex-wife who's now dead, beats the current wife. Like, she knew all that stuff leading up to that point. Like, she knows his dad's a piece of shit. So why she would just go with it, that pissed me off so much.
Hmm.
Versus in the show, the way they had them kind of break up essentially was way better in my opinion, and that is what made me cry. That is like,
Yeah,
that
because
was
that's
way more emotional and way more impactful and way more believable to me.
yep, and
And
way
that's
more
the difference.
prevalent to the situation. Like it. I don't know. It just all flows better story wise,
Absolutely. And it's the
and it's
mature
more
way to go.
believable. It's the mature way to go. Like it makes more sense because um in the I
If
mean
they were
in
like seniors in high school,
yeah, and even
then
or
I'd be
even
like, okay.
just freshmen in college because you're still a baby. Like yes, you're an
Mhm.
adult, but you're on your own for the first time. But them being juniors, if not seniors, right?
I think they're
In
juniors.
they're
And Hannah, on
juniors.
top of that, like Hannah already has, she's holding down these jobs. She's figuring out ways to pay for her tuition.
They're
She's holding
grown.
her own scholarships. She's having to like perform like for her classical music stuff in order to keep her like she does a lot. She's a very mature woman to get through the schooling that she's getting through. So for her to do something like that just feels so childish to me.
Yeah, it's like you're grown.
Like,
You've
come
had
on.
a little bit of time or a good amount of time to get your feet back under you, and you know how the world works, right?
Exactly.
So having that sort of like you said, the Wattpad kind of telenovela did irk me a little bit, or just it. I understood what you meant by it's good, but could be better. And then
Yeah.
seeing the publication date, I'm like, oh, I got it. I got it now.
See, and that's where I fucked up. I didn't realize that it's that's I mean, what is that? That's 11 years ago.
Yeah. And it is 2015 era is height of
I literally, I
of
yeah.
mafia Wattpad, like, oh, I'm being sold by my parents. Like
Oh my god.
it makes sense and it fits in with the timing. So it's again still very, very good. It still gave you the little like I think the pacing too in the show was a little bit better than the book because I
Hmm.
feel like in the book it moved very quickly.
Yeah.
Um I also like that they made Justin because in the book he's a football player.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep.
So I like that they made him a musician in order to give them a reason to cross paths and kind of I don't know because in
Well,
the
yeah,
book
because
it
it
kind of
made it.
talks about Hannah like not wanting to be around the jocks but like fawning over a jock. So I do like that change that they made of him being a musician so that it still falls into that like her whole she doesn't trust athletes because of what happened to her. So
Well, I like that too because, like in the book, it was like, okay, so we've got hockey frat boy, and then we've got football frat boy, and
mhm,
for some reason, the football frat boy, who she knows nothing about, isn't like that.
mhm,
But Garrett is, who again we know nothing about. You know what I mean? So I
mhm.
liked too that they switched it because I just feel like that was a lot more believable for her to be like, no, I don't deal with frat boys, I don't deal with jocks, I don't like you all go away. You guys come into this restaurant that we work at, we deal with you, but we don't cross paths. It makes a lot more sense for her to be pining after another musician.
Right.
So I liked that too. I think that was a good change.
A great change.
Because the other
Great.
thing too, he was literally in the book. He wasn't just a football player. He was the star fucking quarterback. Be so for real.
He was the Jason Stackhouse. he
like, like no.
he was truly the Jason Stackhouse, and I they made Garrett way more self aware in the book,
Hmm.
and I did love having chapters in his point of view. I thought they were. I honestly like the way his character was written more than Hannah's. Hannah came off very. There are moments that she came off really childish,
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
and I was annoyed. I was annoyed with it. I was annoyed with how her and Allie were. Like
Hmm.
I think the relationship that they showed in the show was more college dorm. They became besties and they bonded
I
compared to in
agree.
the book where it just seemed like Allie was more vapid. She seemed more like I don't more would you say worried about herself?
Yeah, a lot more self-absorbed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even Hannah
Well,
came off
and
a little
like,
bit self-absorbed.
oh, absolutely. And what I also loved, like I don't know, in the book, it was so, I don't, like, it just, like, you're 100% right. It's the show, they did a lot more better job of, like, making you believe that these are college age children and dorm
Children.
mates than freaking high school kids. Because that's the other thing, too. Like, it frustrated me so much because in the book, she finally, like, owns up and tells Allie, like, what happened to her. And Allie's like, Yeah, I've always known. And I'm like, okay, that's not true because the way this whole book went, like, I don't believe you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's unbelievable. Versus in
Yeah.
the show, I was like, okay, yeah, I do believe it based on the way that she was behaving.
Yeah.
Like, cause she would like talking to like the guys about like, oh, we don't peer pressure Hannah. Remember her friend? But she would like the
Yes.
way she acted and the way she did, it was like you very clearly knew that Allie knew she was the friend she quote unquote talked about.
Yeah. 100%. A
Even
hundred
though
percent.
even though Hannah never actually expressed that to her.
I also love. Did, they didn't really show the ex boyfriend in the show, huh? Her ex, Hannah's
Well,
ex.
Hannah's the oh yeah, yeah. The first ex like the ex-boyfriend in college.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they never even talked about it.
And in the book, I did like that they added him in it because I don't know, it made, that was the only redeeming quality I think of her to make her
Mm-hmm.
a more likable character. Because otherwise, without that, like it sounds mean,
Hey, hot
but
takes, baby.
when you just have, and again, like yes, she is a victim, but when you just have that and put that as her personality without giving us more meat and potatoes of who she is as a person,
Mm-hmm.
you're left with a very, very childish girl with a
Yeah.
tragic backstory.
Well, I think
And
it helped
it's
too. It was
annoying.
nice in the book that it wasn't just, oh, this happened to me in high school and then I never ever talked to, looked at, or, you know what I mean? Like, I let it
Yeah.
destroy me. I very much liked that in the book she had another boyfriend. She talked about the struggles of having said boyfriend after what she'd went through after her traumatic event.
Hmm.
Um, And I also think the show did a really good job of like foreshadowing it all as well. Because the
Yeah.
show, while the show never really talked about the ex boyfriend, she did talk about the fact that she had been with other people before. She's been to therapy. She doesn't need anybody's sympathy. She's worked through this. Her problem now is the fact that she hasn't had a freaking orgasm that she didn't give to herself since it happened. And she's like, I just really want to freaking be with a man that I could be comfortable enough to have an orgasm. And in her brain, she's not thinking it that way. She's thinking it more like, okay, I have this problem, so I need a man that knows what he's doing to break that barrier, right?
She needs
So
a
in her
man in
mind,
finance.
she's thinking, who better than Garrett Graham, who slept with the entire campus? Like, he
And
knows
is
how to give
proud
an
of it.
orgasm.
And
And
he
he's proud
knows.
of it and doesn't even try to hide it. And he's literally, I'm tutoring him and he's literally sexting girls in front of me. What? There's nobody better than to break this down for me so that way when I do get Justin, because, this is all, that's the whole
All
point of
for
this book,
Justin.
is they make a deal. He needs her to pretend to be his girlfriend so he can get people off his back and leave him the fuck alone and shit. And she needs him to give her an orgasm.
No, it wasn't even that. It was he needed her. He needed
Oh,
her help for the essay and the
I
speech. He
apologize.
needed to
You're
get
right.
his grades up because
He
even though
needed
that is
her
such
to.
an overdone cliche, I
Mm-hmm,
love
mm-hmm.
it. I
That's right.
love
That's right.
the nerd and jock cliche.
I
It
forgot
is
about that. He needed
so
a
good.
tutor.
He needed
Yep.
a tutor.
He
He
needed a
needed her
tutor,
porn star titty tutoring ass.
and she needed him to make her seem cool so Justin would actually pay attention to her. That's right. That's what the deal was.
Yes.
I remember
Yep.
it now.
Yep.
Um but yeah, so, and then shortly after that is when she's like, "Oh, hey, I need you to also give me an orgasm because I don't know that I can sleep with Justin and be comfortable."
And the way
Because
that
again,
played out in the book was page for page exactly how it played out on the
the
show. And
screen.
I think that was amazing.
That was yes. That right there is what made me fall in love with the TV show. I was so happy it was in the book because I watched the show first and then read the book and I was like, okay, thank God. Like the show got that right. That shit was fucking incredible. Because again, we're dealing with juniors in college, not fucking high school kids.
Yeah. We're dealing with grown ass adults.
And Garrett Graham was like, Okay, this ain't working. I can already tell you're shutting down. New game plan. And holy fucking lord, did he deliver.
Oh, he delivered.
Ah, what a specimen of a human.
Delivered. I did enjoy the little hockey, the tiny snippets of hockey that we got. I did enjoy that.
What little bit we did get.
Listen, girl, we are still 2 months out from the first game of the preseason, and your girl's hurting.
You're not doing
Your
well.
girl's thirsting for
There's
hockey.
another hockey book being turned into a show or a movie, isn't there?
Is there? Oh,
I'm pretty
Icebreaker.
sure. Yeah, yeah,
Icebreaker.
yeah,
Yeah.
Icebreaker. So I don't know when that's coming out, but maybe that'll hold you over.
I just started rewatching Heated Rivalry again.
That works. That'll do
It,
it.
it'll do it. It'll do it because we're also coming up on. I don't think we have very many episodes left of House of the Dragon, and I'm also not gonna know what to do with myself.
Which I haven't even started that yet.
Oh my god, you need to start it. You need to
I'm
start
kind of just waiting for it to be done. That way I can just kind of binge it, you know?
it. No. No.
We'll see. I don't really
No.
feel like I have a lot of time, is the other problem.
You're about to get on a flight.
Yeah, but I don't pay for the Wi Fi or anything. I mean, I guess I could download an episode or two on my phone.
Yeah,
We'll see.
you should.
We'll
Because,
see.
oh my god.
I like just binging though, so when I start, I won't stop. So that's my
Mhm.
issue. I'm like, I need it to just be done, and then I need to have a day where all I can do is just, or like a weekend where all I have to do is watch it. You know what I mean?
I guess.
Because
Hence,
I'm a binging kind of girl.
hence why you binged off campus
Oh yeah, absolutely. I watched
and
that
read the
shit.
book in one day.
I literally watched Off Campus. I started it on Friday after work, finished it on Saturday, and then
Which
started the book
is
Saturday night, finished it Sunday.
which is why I'm shocked you haven't watched Heated Rivalry yet. Now, granted, it is a lot. The first two episodes are straight up gay porn.
Honestly, I think that is why I haven't watched it. It's not
No.
that
The
I don't.
pining, the 10 years of pining. Oh,
Yeah, I just don't know that it's for me. I don't know.
it's bananas. It is bananas because the overall story is fucking fantastic. You just
I think
you just
I need to.
fast forward during the booty clapping parts.
It's not even that. I don't even mind that part of it. I just don't. I don't know. It's harder for me to like watch those kinds of relationships and feel something. I think I just need to read the book first,
Okay,
is my
that's
problem.
fair.
I think I need to read the book and then I would probably be in love with them and then it would be easier for me to watch it.
That's fair because the book. So what you did for off campus is what I did for Heated Rivalry, and I read both books. The those two books are part of a bigger series, but I just straight up went to the Heated Rivalry books, and then book three is coming out next year, and I'm gonna die. I'm gonna go
Oh,
feral over
wait.
it.
So there's more to all that?
Yeah. So you know how
Oh.
off campus has it's literally like an entire Briar
Yeah,
universe.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
So Heated Rivalry is part of the Game Changers series. In fact,
Mm.
Heated Rivalry is number two in is the second book in the series.
So do you think they'll go back and do the other ones? The other books?
Um so they kind of they did an episode on the first book,
Okay.
and it actually worked because we were introduced to the characters in the third episode. Well, we're kind of introduced to the characters in the first and second, but the third episode is the first book and it works. Like, I don't
Mm.
ask me how it works, but it does. It just works and it adds into the overall Heated Rivalry story. Um, because then Book 2 is Heated Rivalry, and then they kind of fast forward to book 6, which is called The Long Game, which is going to be season 2 of Heated Rivalry.
So this shit's kind of all over the place.
It is, and honestly, again, it's because, not to say that the other stories in the other books are unimportant, but truly, like, the story between Shane and Ilya is the Hannah and Garrett. It's the meat and potatoes of the book, of the series.
Okay.
Although, in my opinion, they're more like Dean and Allie, because give me more Dean and
Speaking of that, I need to read Dean and Allie's book.
Same. Listen, those two are so beautiful.
Them in the show had me gagged, so I can only imagine.
Oh, fucking gagged.
Plus, like, I think Dean and Allie's book is book 3, so, you know, in theory, that means obviously she wrote the deal, then she had to write book 2 of that series, and then book 3, which means, so she had at least 2 books, and I don't know how many books she put out before that, but at least 2 books under her belt before the 3rd book comes out. So in theory, it should be better written, because every book always gets better, usually, right?
Yes, but this was published 10 years ago, in 2016.
No, fuck. Still, who knows?
The absolute just silence. So the first,
fuck.
Here, the first book was published on February 24th, 2015.
Okay.
The second book was published April 28th, 2015.
Okay.
The third book was published January 11th, 2016.
Okay.
And the fourth was published September 26th, 2016. Elle had these locked and fucking loaded in her drawer.
Yeah, she pulled a freaking, that's how freaking Amazon KDP wants you to fucking publish it, so.
And honestly, that's probably what happened.
She probably had them all written and ready to go and then just started releasing, which makes sense, because that's what I'm going to do. So if you all think that I'm going to write a book and it's going to get better, it's not going to happen. Well, obviously she's Canadian.
How am I supposed to know she's Canadian?
Hockey romance, come on.
And I could write a hockey romance, and I'm not a Canadian.
Hockey did not become popular in the United States until a year ago when it got hot on Book Talk. Maybe 2 years ago.
When did Icebreakers drop? Because I feel like that's when it started.
Speaking of books and movie adaptations, girl.
Okay, breaking
we gotta talk about.
We do have to. So anyway, The Deal, Off Campus. Read the book, watch the show.
Watch the show. Honestly, you don't need to read the book. Watch the show.
Well, we support our authors. We do have to, at the very least, read the first book to support Elle Kennedy, and again, like, just support people's dreams. The fact that she wrote these books and these books now have become one of the number 1 shows on Amazon Prime at this moment is just a testament to, we book girlies do need to band together and push the content that we want to be seen on the silver screen. We want these adaptations to be done well. We don't want them to be done rushed so that we end up with a fucking bullshit ass, weird ass, shitty ass Vampire Academy movie.
I was just gonna say Vampire Academy movie and TV show.
Aragon movie, or the TV show, or canceled projects. Which now I understand why
the other thing
got canceled, because SJM is not fucking done with their series. She needs a couple more years before they can truly make it into a show or a movie.
She's not done. She's not ready, and I think. She
doesn't want a Game of Thrones situation to happen.
No,
either.
She doesn't want a Game of Thrones situation. She doesn't want like the what is that? Vampire Academy, because Vampire Academy is a great example of this. The book, phenomenal. The movie, ass. Then we think, okay, they're finally going to do it right. They're going to turn it to a TV show. Years later, like literally years later, they're going to remake it into a TV show. They're actually going to do it right. You know, you think that the author of the book and everybody that's involved with it, they all learn from the movie, right? Fuck
Booty.
no. The TV show
Booty.
was god fucking awful.
It was
So
not good.
a lot of people are like, oh, Sarah J. Maas can't be worked with. Oh, like, she's this, she's that. She doesn't understand how Hollywood works. And I'm like, fuck you guys. I don't care. Because if how Hollywood works is why we end up with freaking Vampire Academy movie and Vampire Academy TV show, I don't ever want A Court of Thorns and Roses, any of SJM's universe to be turned into a movie or a TV show. But it's bullshit because we know that they can do good. They did phenomenal with what they had for Game of Thrones. They've done phenomenal with The Deal. They did phenomenal with, so many things. And I really think they are going to do Fourth Wing justice. Like, I think Michael B. Jordan is going to freaking nail this shit. I think it's going to be so good.
Is on, like, she is so hands-on with this. It's the same thing with, so that's why I got nervous that Peacock picked up Dungeon Crawler Carl, because they fucked up Vampire Academy.
God, they fucked it so bad, it's not even funny.
But again, Matt Dinniman is on, he's as hands-on as possible. So
well, and I think they learned their lesson. Like, I really think they're starting to see that we are not fucking around. And I don't give a shit how quote-unquote Hollywood works. You already have the fucking book. Mm-hmm. You already have the fucking manuscript. Follow that literature. Shit. It's not fucking hard.
And the only reason why Game of Thrones took a dump at the end is because George R.R. Martin has not finished it.
Yeah, the book's not done. There's nothing to really go off of. Truly, and I will say, I think we're
not going to be getting that book until he's, unfortunately, in his grave. He's going to release it how do you say the word? Posthumous?
Yeah, his family's going to have to do it.
Mortem, because he don't want to hear us complain about how it ends, because like you said, it's going to end the way it ended in the show, and it's going to be dumb.
Well, I don't necessarily think it's going to end the way it ended in the show, but we know, everybody knows this, you can look it up. George R.R. Martin gave the show writers a couple of options and then let them choose.
And they chose wrong.
Which means
and I still want to kick them in the teeth.
The book has every possibility of going that direction.
If it does not end with some nephew, aunt happiness, I don't want it.
I think you have to prepare yourself for the Targaryen line to end.
I don't want
it.
I don't want it.
Daenerys to go mad.
I don't want it.
To lose her fucking mind and shit not go the way you want it to.
I don't want it.
What
if
I think should have happened is I do think
again, I'm gonna riot.
I think Jon should have ended up, like Jon Snow should have ended up on the throne.
But you mean
that's neither here nor there.
Aegon Targaryen the 28th?
Sure. But anyways, back to we gotta wrap this back around. Because
okay, so yes,
this is red alert. This is I actually, of all of the adaptations that are coming, that I'm very excited for. And I did want to say, I do agree. Read the fucking book. The book is good, but watch the show. 100% watch the show. But if you are a book reader and you are a lover of literature, read the book of The Deal. Because yes, support our authors. However, I will say the TV show is much better. However, what I'm about to say is, for the first time ever in my life, I do not want a book to become a movie or a TV show. I do not want this book to be adapted. And I'm going to tell you why, okay? I'm going to give you my reasons why what Kari is about to tell you all pisses me off so much it's not even funny. Like, out of everything. I'm not even mad that we're getting, what's the Game On?
Oh yeah, no, I'm excited for that.
I'm excited for that. Lights Out. That's what I was trying to think of. I'm like, it's Game On.
And the
Lights
Blackbird.
Butcher and the Blackbird. I was like on the fence about it. I'm like, okay, it's fine. We can still do that. Like, I could still talk my way out of that. If a family member reads that and then sees it on my bookshelf, it's fine, because that shit's fucking hilarious, right?
Because Lights Out. Two serial killers that fall in love. Butcher and Blackbird truly is actually, in the grand scheme of things, harmless.
And it's
Besides the ice cream scene.
and it's fucking hilarious.
And it
Even
is
the ice cream
hilarious.
screen has me fucking cackling to this day. I will never be able to eat cookies and cream ice cream the same way again. But again, I could talk my way out of that one. I can, my mom and dad watch Butcher and Blackbird in the movie theater or on their TV screen, come to my house and see the book on my bookshelf. I could talk myself out of that one. I
Mm-hmm.
could talk myself out of Lights Out. They're like, Harley, there's that scene in the car, and I'll be like, look. Okay,
Not even the
it's a comedy. It's a
not even the
comedy.
scene in the car for Lights Out. There's the scene with the stabbing on the mattress.
But again, it's a comedy. We can talk our way out of that one. Okay. You
This
know what we
one,
can't fucking talk our way out of?
okay, hold on. Let me set the scene. I just want to set the scene for everyone listening. Picture this. I'm on the toilet. One is when they're scrolling TikTok. And after a couple scrolls, up pops this lovely lady who goes by the name HD Carlton. And she's sitting, and it's a serious, she don't got no music, she don't got, she all she has is the caption, I believe, is literally just wanted to tell you. And she's sitting and she looks at the camera and she's like, I don't know how else to say this. I didn't know how else to announce it other than just Haunting Adeline is getting a movie adaptation. And I, thank God I was on the toilet, about shit my pants. I immediately texted Harley in all caps, Haunting Adeline is getting a movie.
Meanwhile, I'm sitting at my desk at work,
Not on the toilet.
get a message from Kari. I read that, I scream, I throw my phone, and I immediately start raging. Because no fucking way they're turning that into a fucking movie. How am I going to explain that to my husband? How am I going to look my mother in her eye and say, Mom, you're like, yeah, I read this book. Yes, I loved it. Yes, I read the entire series. Yes, I'm gonna do it again. How am I ever, how? And we all know, my father is listening to this right now. Hello, Father.
Hey, Papa Miller.
Hey, don't watch this movie when it comes out, okay? I don't care what reviews you hear. I don't care if it gets a freaking Emmy or a Golden Globe and $1 billion box office and is the biggest movie since fucking sliced bread. Do not fucking watch this goddamn movie because I don't know how I will ever be able to explain to my parents that yes, I did in fact read that book, and yes, I am part of the reason that this is becoming a fucking movie. What are we not doing? How are they gonna do the gun scene, Kari?
So when I read that, I immediately flashed back to when I read the gun scene. I was on a flight to Michigan. From Colorado to Michigan, the first time we visited, I still literally remember where I was sitting because I was in the middle seat and I read that scene and I literally almost shot out of the plane. And then I turned my Kindle to Connor and was like, I need you to read this to understand why I about blasted off into space. And his jaw dropped. And then he judged me. And then I judged me. And then I immediately and promptly closed my Kindle because I was like, the woman next to me probably read it. Because for some reason, we don't have fucking privacy screens for Kindles. Now, all of that being said, without being too graphic, the firearm in question is placed and used as a as a certain adult toy and inserted into a place where said adult toy goes and used as an adult toy. The firearm is loaded. The firearm is not being used properly.
And it's not even, okay, not to mention, by the way, similar to how she, immediately proceeded to text me as she was blasting off the toilet, she also immediately texted me as soon as she landed in Michigan. Because what the fuck did she just read? And I said, girl, I fucking know, keep reading. it's not just the firearm being
Worse.
used in that matter. It's also the fact she don't know this man. This man just came out of the fucking woods.
No, she's truly getting stalked. It is truly
This man,
non-consensual.
this man has broken into her home,
Multiple
left
times.
flowers on her table, cut the hand or finger.
No hand.
It was the hand. Okay, cuts
It was
the hand
both
off a
hands.
man that touched her, left them in her home for her, and then proceeds to be watching her while she's in the fucking sunroom and breaks in again. She still does not know this man and performs those acts with the gun. So that is the problem with this. Because it'd be one thing, like kind of like
theory,
Lights Out.
In
With
theory.
Lights Out, we're gonna have some stuff that's gonna happen that's gonna be like me trying to explain it to mom or like, yeah, it's not great, but like it's fine, it's funny,
cute.
everything's okay, it's adorable.
It's fucking cold.
This
and he
is
just broke into her car
so-
and preheated it because it was snowing and then drove her home. Like, that's
And then-
chivalrous.
that was peak king behavior. This, on the
Zane
other hand,
Meadows is
this is
that is true. So you know how we talk about morally gray and we love our main characters to be just a little, they toe the line. This motherfucker
no.
on the line, erased it, jumped over it, blew it up. This motherfucker is the reason why dark romances. When I jumped into dark romances, I was supposed to dip my toes in. I didn't. I fully 100% swan dove into Haunting Adeline and have
Same.
never been able to find a book like that since.
Same.
That being said, it is problematic. It is, and again, it's fiction, so we're okay, question mark, with it.
Major question mark. Again, I read the entire series, so I can't say that I'm innocent. I am part of the reason that this is being turned into a fucking movie.
It's
However, I need it to not.
There's some things, and again, like it's one of those where it's like, okay, in theory, there's some parts that'll be amazing, like the fucking funhouse maze. Oh my
absolutely.
god. I will blast
and
off
there
in
are
his
parts
face.
of this, like
The car. I need to know, what is it? Is it chapter 23? How that whole entire car scene works. How Homegirl is wrapped with seat belts while being in the back seat, but also in the front seat, but her booty hanging out the trunk. So I have logistic questions that hopefully they have that scene for me. The firearm safety is going to be an issue, and I have a feeling that there's going to have to be a PSA, because if not, Connor's entering his med school soon.
oh god,
And
oh god,
I
oh god, oh god.
guarantee he's going to come home one day and be like, so yeah, there was a toy gun shoved up someone's ass, and I'm going to die. I'm going to die laughing because people are going to do it.
You know what? I changed my
those
mind.
are things
Make
that
the
cannot
fucking
be
movie
done.
because I want to see what they're gonna put in that shit. I'm curious. How the fuck are they gonna pull this shit off?
And you know what's sick and twisted? I'm gonna scream during it.
Oh, I'm gonna be. Yeah.
I'm gonna be giggling, screaming, and kicking my feet the entire time. And I'm
It's
gonna
gonna
need
be-
to go to therapy.
It's gonna be the best freaking however long the movie is ever. And I will say, like, you know, to anybody that's listening right now, they're just thinking we are just absolutely lost our fucking minds. I
We
will
get
say,
it. No.
Homeboy, he is a villain. He is a villain, but he's
not gray. He is a true murderer.
he's a fucking villain. But
He's a full villain with
but
morals.
he has some morals. He doesn't have morals when it comes to our main character. I can't remember what the fuck her name is. I know his name is Zane Meadows.
He calls her Little Mouse. I can't remember her
Little
fucking
Mouse.
Here, hold
Yeah,
on.
I can't fucking remember her
Let me
name.
look it up.
But so while unfortunately for our little mouse, she is 1000% a victim. Oh, duh. God, we're fucking dumb. We are so fucking stupid. Anyways, So she 1000% is a victim and needs to be like actually saved, and 1000% has Stockholm syndrome. I will say, our little villain here actually is a wolf in sheep's clothing, or however you say that. No, what is it? I don't fucking know. Bottom line is, this man tracks
He's a
down.
vigilante.
He's a vigilante, thank you. He tracks down child rapists and molesters and, like, saves women and children who have been abused.
And again,
Ironic,
the
isn't it?
irony is
Ironic,
not lost on us.
isn't it?
It is not lost on us. We 100% understand. It does not make it 100% okay, but it's like,
Like, what? I mean, like, yeah, he's doing it to
brings them back
her,
from
but,
being like full obsidian dark to like,
yeah.
You shine a little light on the obsidian.
Which is why I wonder, like, so, one hand, don't fucking make the movie because I don't want to explain this to anybody that I know. On the other hand, make the fucking movie because I would love to see what they do to salvage this shit for the general public. Because that's the thing with movies. Once you turn a book, easily slidden under the radar. Okay, the girls reading those books, we get it. We're girls. We understand. We get it. We know what's going on here. Okay,
Just
it's explaining this to my husband would be a fucking nightmare. Like you said, you let Connor read that scene, and then he immediately.
I didn't even explain it. I dead ass just showed him the page and was like, I'm so baffled. You need to read this.
Mm-hmm. And so, like, we get it. We know that it's fucking wrong. We know that it's fucked up. We know that it's, yeah, whatever. But at the end of the day, it's a fucking book. You don't like it, you don't read it. There's been plenty of dark romance books that I've read that I've just said, you know what? Not for me. Shut the book, move on with my life. But I will be interested because once it becomes a fucking movie, there's no, you know what I mean? Like, we can't hide this shit anymore. Because now,
we can't.
People are going to come to our homes, and they're going to see that shit on our fucking bookcase, and we have to be like, yeah,
it's
yep.
gonna be
And
like
then it's
the
like,
Salem witch trials.
it literally is going to be the Salem witch trials. And on top of that, it's like, I struggle a lot right now because everybody's like, oh, because I love fantasy. So everybody just thinks I'm out here reading fairy porn. And I'm like, no, there's so much more to my books than that. Like, you guys just don't get it. There's so much more happening. Like, there's barely any sex in freaking A Court of Thorns and Roses to begin with, let alone for it to be considered fairy porn. But
not very good.
All everybody thinks it is, you know, and everybody in my life is just like, oh, Harley, there she is reading her fucking fairy porn. It's all I get to hear about from my husband, his friends, everybody. If they fucking see this shit in the movies,
we're screwed.
Or even just the freaking, because they don't even actually have to go watch the fucking movie. They just see the little clips on TikTok because people are going to be talking about how fucking outrageous this fucking movie is. My husband's going to take away my Kindle.
If he does,
he'll lose, but he's going to try to take away my Kindle. And now it's going to be every book we read is fairy porn or fucking blasphemy, fucking,
or just straight up porn.
Yeah, we're fucked. We're fucked. We're fucked. We're fucked. That's all I can say.
All I know is I'm ready for The Butcher and Blackbird to come out. I want that.
That I'm excited for, and I'm also excited for Lights Out. I think that shit's gonna be so fucking funny.
It's gonna be hilarious. It's gonna be great. And then when maybe HD Carlton will be like, actually, they can't get a fucking script, and she'll just pull the plug.
Maybe. I wonder though too if they'll end up using like similar fucking actors for all three of those books.
I would be upset.
I mean, I would be too, but I also am like wondering how many. It's kind of like I always sit here and I wonder like how many like when we get the audiobooks for these books, I'm like, how many audiobook readers end up turning it down because of like what it is, the content it is, you know? So I'm like, how many do they have to go through? So then it makes me wonder how many actors are they gonna have to go through? Because like men do have a different like lens to life, you know?
Well, just imagine being known as Zayd Meadows. You're fucked.
Exactly.
Look
That's
at
kind of what
how
I'm
many
getting at.
movies
Like
it took for Robert Pattinson to finally be known for other than Edward Cullen.
Edward Cullen. And
No
that's
one
kind of
even
what I'm
remembers
getting
that
at
he was
here.
in fucking Harry Potter.
No. Everybody just thinks of him as Edward Cullen up
Edward
until
Cullen.
recently. And so that's why I'm wondering, like, I almost wonder if they're going to have to kind of have like, it may be a small pool of people they have to pick through. Because especially if they're going to do Lights Out, if they're going to make Lights Out all of the books, right? And then Butcher Blackbird, there's more than just the first book, there's multiple books. And then Haunting Adeline, again, that's also a series. So if you take all of that shit, like, that's a lot to get through. And then if it takes off and then they decide they want to make more of these, like, oh my god, what if they make Den of Vipers? Oh my god.
I doubt they will.
They better not. I will riot. That is where I would draw the line.
I doubt they will.
That one, that one's rough. But
They're
it's
also
popular,
making
so who the fuck knows?
they're also making the Twisted Love series, but that's a little more tame.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that one. I mean, I've seen it, and I think I started it, but I didn't like it. Like, I didn't idea
That's fair.
that.
That's fair. It's not. It's definitely not your vibe.
Yeah. I don't know. I think we've lost it, though. I saw that Haunting Adeline, and I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And now I can't stop thinking about it. I think about it at least once a day.
You know, me too. And I'm always just like, fuck.
Because now,
And
how
then
the
the
fuck
other half of me is like,
do we explain that? The other half of you is like, what? I'm sorry?
But like, who's gonna play Zayd? We're all focused on Zayden. Who's gonna play Zayd?
I don't fucking know. I don't. I
My
don't. How
vote's
are they gonna?
Michael B. Jordan again.
How are they gonna do this to make it be?
They don't. They don't.
Without completely changing the book, they really don't.
There's really no way.
Yeah. Well, like you said, hopefully, maybe they will. Maybe they'll get, like, in the script writing process, they'll be like, well, we really can't.
I just want to know how that pitch went. Like, who,
oh my
with
God,
their whole ass chest, walked in, slammed the book down on to the table, and went, "Listen, y'all."
who's producing it? Do we even know who's producing it?
No, she just said they're getting an adaptation. Let's see.
Because like, I want to know. Another thing, too, like, speaking of adaptations, the Brandon Sanderson, all of Brandon Sanderson's got bought by, Apple. So Apple TV is turning all of that Mistborn and all of that stuff into. So that'll be, excuse me, interesting to see how Apple TV handles that.
Damn.
I have the hiccups really bad. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I'm trying to see. There's a lot of people upset over Haunting Adeline.
I don't blame them. Genuinely, I'm like, I just don't. It's one of those things. It's one thing for it to be in our little books. It's a whole other thing for it to go to movie.
Yeah,
and to television.
All of the articles are saying fans are split, and yeah.
And like, I hate to be like that because I don't want to freaking yicky anybody's yum, and I want HD Carlson to be able to have success. I want her to be able to break out and, do it. And while I loved Haunting Adeline, it is.
So she stated
it belongs in book world.
Honestly, yes, but she stated, in my defense, I never thought that I would meet someone from Hollywood that is basically the male version of myself and just as insane as me. So I want to stress to you all that I am so involved in this. I have a say in everything, and I mean the script, the casting, the music, the set design, anything and everything that goes into this film. As to why it's a movie and not a TV show, as much as we both would love for it to be a TV show, there is not at this current time a streaming service or network that exists that will platform the TV show without sticking their fingers in it and trying to tame things down, cut things out, and chop it. Oh boy. Okay.
Fucking goddamn it.
So it's okay. All right. I have a feeling this is going to be an indie production, and we're
so this is a Markiplier situation.
We're fucked. Yeah.
That's why it's being a movie.
Yeah.
Which, again, I'm saying Markiplier's situation. I think Markiplier is incredible, amazing. I'm
Well,
very
and
proud of
same with
him
like with
and
Black
love what he did.
Backrooms and Obsession. Like those are self-funded movies.
Yeah, and there's no hate to that. It's just the fact that that means that there's literally no holding back. There's nothing to
No, we're
even
fucked.
attempt to tame this down. We are literally fucked.
Yep.
If anybody asks me at this point forward, if anybody asks me if I read Haunting Adeline, the answer is no, I haven't read it. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I've never in my life ever heard of that book. Thank God it is not on my bookshelf.
It's on mine. And I'm just gonna say this. If anyone asks, have you heard of this? I'm gonna say yes and don't read it.
Yes, and I don't recommend it.
Don't read it. Don't watch the movie. Don't no no no.
Don't do
No no
it.
no no no
No,
no
no.
no no.
And I would like to make it very clear for everybody that's listening to this. I thoroughly did enjoy the book. If you want to read the book, read the book. But if you are that type of a person, if you are somebody that you know you do not enjoy, like, read the fucking trigger warnings, because those trigger warnings are there for a reason. And they're not like trigger warnings in like the sense of like, because sometimes I feel like trigger warnings are, I'm like, okay, that's a little bit like, you get to the part of the book where the trigger warning was there for, and you're like, oh, okay, it's not that serious, guys. Like, okay, dial it down. One hand, I'm glad, because for somebody that's experienced that, they, need to be warned that it's in there. But Haunting Adeline is not that case. Haunting Adeline, 1000% read your fucking trigger warnings, because it's a wild ride. It's a fun ride, but it is a fucking wild ride, and you need to hold onto your pantalones to get to the point where you're like, realize like why I can confidently sit here and say that it's okay to have read the book and to have enjoyed the book, right? Because I will say I got through the first book at a sheer jaw-droppery, oh my god, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
And I have not read the second book yet. Honestly,
Oh, you haven't finished it?
no, I haven't read the second book.
Oh, girl, you gotta finish the whole series, because genuinely by the end of it, you're like, holy. That's the other thing. Okay, I think it's book 2. I might spoil something for you here, but like, have you got to the part where she's been kidnapped yet?
Yes.
Okay, so you got through all that.
Yes.
So from that point forward, the rest of it's like, okay, this is all okay now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But getting up to that point, and then that's the other thing. The kidnapping stuff, all of that is so heavy, so dark, so, again, if you are not in the right place of mind, do not read the book, because she doesn't hold back. And it is bad. And I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat it for you, because it is bad. But to me, it's a book. It's fake. It's so jaw-dropping. Oh my god, what the hell is going on? What's going to happen next? And by the end of it, it all works out. It's all okay. And it all makes me not feel like a horrible, awful human being for having read the book, if that makes any sense at all. But I don't want it in the movie world. I really don't want it in the movie scene. Makes me feel a little bit better that it's being, like, indie film, in the sense that, like, it won't be heavily advertised, you know?
It's going to be heavily advertised. And
the problem is that means there's nothing holding her back.
There's nothing holding her back.
And clearly, the post that she made makes it very obvious that she's not holding back.
And you know what? We're still going to watch it.
I'm still going to watch it.
We're still going to watch it. We don't want it, but we're still going to watch it.
But
because
Mom, Dad, if you're listening to this, do not watch or read that book. Do not do it.
Do not.
Do not do it.
And because we're gonna get a lot of people that are like, it's called having free will, and it's called, if you don't want to read it, don't read it. If you don't want to know about it, don't know about it. No one is forcing you. No one is forcing you to read any of this, because it's gonna ruffle a bunch of feathers. No one's forcing you to read it. No one's forcing you to watch it. Read and watch at your own risk.
Yeah, and read your trigger warnings
and close the book if you do not feel comfortable moving forward with it.
Absolutely. And this is something else I want to throw out there. while I'm over here, like, oh, I ate that up in 24 hours. Oh, I read this in, 2 days, whatever. Haunting Adeline took me quite some time to get through. It is not something that it is heavy. It is deep. It is dark. But that's the other thing, too. I will say, if you're somebody that likes, true crime podcasts and, like, you guys kind of live, because I will say, like, people that listen to true crime podcasts every day and watch those shows every day, they kind of live in that. It's not really going to phase you, though.
It's really not. As a
It's
true
not going to
crime
face
girly.
you. Like, genuinely. Because, as we know, the real
People,
monsters in the
the
world
real
are
world, people are
humans.
sick and twisted.
And the real monsters in the world are humans, like, genuinely. And
Truly.
everything that happens in this book is stuff that happens in real life. And while we're reading it in a book and it's like, we're quote unquote, and I think that's where people get mad because they're like, you're romanticizing it. We are not romanticizing any of this shit.
No,
We fucking know.
romanticizing it is casting Zac Efron as Ted Bundy. It's casting Evan Peters as Jeffrey Dahmer. It is casting fucking Charlie Hunnam as Ed Gein. It is like people are going to get their panties in a twist, yes, over Haunting Adeline, but at the same time, y'all are eating this shit up just as much as we are. And the Menendez brothers, all of the Netflix series that are being made of these serial killers, of these true real life
Horrific human beings.
horrific human beings, these murderers that these like it is real.
Yep.
Y'all eat that shit up
And you watch it every day.
and you watch it and you're horrified, and it's because we as humans are curious, and we want to get to as close to danger as possible without actually experiencing it. That being
And
said, is a free country. Do what you want. Don't get upset. Don't truly don't become those people that are like, this is why books should be banned. No.
yeah, no.
Settle
Nope.
down, Susan. Settle
Simmer
down.
We know this shit's fucking wrong. We know this shit is jaw dropping. We get it. We know. We understand. If that shit happened in real life, I would be the first fucking person calling 911. I would be the first person, not, you know what I mean? Like, if this was real life. But it's a fucking book. And it's crazy. And it is intriguing. And you can't help but fucking put it down. It's like driving by a car wreck. You know you shouldn't be watching. You should be paying attention to the road in front of you and giving the people that got into a car accident their privacy. But every fucking time you slow down and you fucking look,
And
you know,
this is what Haunting Adeline's gonna be.
it's a fucking car crash you can't look away from because you are just in shock the entire time. I actually want to reread Haunting Adeline now that I know it's being turned into a movie.
Is this
Because
where we announce that we're gonna do an episode on Haunting Adeline?
part of me, maybe, because part of me genuinely feels right now like it could, like, I'm remembering things, but I'm like, well, but it couldn't have been that bad because I finished reading it. Because, mind you, the only book that I've ever truly DNF'd, not because I didn't like it, but because I couldn't continue reading it because it was so horrific, is a book that I can't remember the name of it, but I've talked about it before on this podcast. I've talked about it with Kari before. It was a book where he literally broke her legs so she couldn't leave. And that I drew the line there. You know what I mean? Like, I just was like, I can't. And everybody and their mom was trying to justify it because they're like, well, but then he healed him when she was being good. I'm like, yeah, that's not helping. That's not going to work for me.
Truly, it's like that's a problem.
For that, I couldn't handle that. So then I'm like sitting here thinking, I'm like, well, if I couldn't get through that book while millions of other dark romance readers ate that book up, Haunting Adeline surely couldn't have been that bad, right? I mean, it's bad. I know it's bad, but it couldn't have been that bad. But it's been so long since I've read it that now I kind of want to reread it because I'm like, how bad really was this? Am I overreacting? Is it going to be okay to be on screen?
No. The firearm scene is what gets me. And again, like, I don't know. It toes the line between too much and also like there's still that but aspect of it. But anywho, We'll see. We may bring you an
We'll see
episode
what
on it.
happens.
We'll talk. We'll discuss. But I do think it's worth the reread. Because the same, I didn't not finish it. So there's probably some redeeming qualities in there, including I believe her grandmother also fell in love with her stalker, right?
Yes. Yep.
So yeah, I don't know. It's we'll see. We'll see if we
And she's
discuss it.
actually technically a product of her grandmother falling in love with her stalker, right? Because isn't
Yeah.
that's how
Yeah.
mother comes to be.
Yeah.
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 We'll see. We'll see if we bring you an episode. But right now,
And we'll see if it ever actually fully gets made into a movie. We'll see. I don't know.
yeah, we could be up in arms for no reason.
It takes a lot to really take something to the movie theater.
It really
Because
does.
it's not
But
just having the funding and the backing and the actors and all that stuff too. Then you have to like actually convince the movie theaters to play your movie.
mm-hmm.
Like Markiplier had to put in some work, and like his fans had to call movie theaters begging them. Which at the same time, I'm sure people that really want to see Haunting Adeline hit the screens, they'll call and beg. But at the end of the day, the movie theater can still say there's no fucking way we're playing this shit in our fucking theaters.
Right.
So it may hit a couple roadblocks and not happen.
But we'll see.
We'll see. Time will tell.
Time will tell. Well, that was a fun episode. It
It was a great time.
was a great time. What book are we doing next, Harley?
I don't even fucking remember. Okay, we just did the deal.
Oh, well, speaking of true crime, we're gonna take it to the realm of true crime.
Oh, that's right. We're gonna do that your book, which I have on my Audible here.
The Butcher and the Wren.
Butcher and the Wren. Yep, and I've got it on my list here.
And then after that, we're still gonna bring you Priest. We're just figuring out some logistics. But keep an eye out. Our next book is going to be The Butcher and the Wren by Elena Urquhart. And then after that, it is going to be Project Hail Mary. So
Project Hail
Harley can
Mary.
finally watch Ryan Gosling in all his glory.
Hell yeah.
So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I know that episode was all over the place, but hey, you're not here for you're not here for perfect book review. You're here for some hot takes and some paperbacks, and that's what we're bringing you.
And for us to
Hottest
ramble on.
takes.
You know what somebody said the other day about Ryan Gosling? Or what they called him? They call him Ryan Baby Goose.
Oh my god.
I had never heard that before, and now I can't stop thinking about it. Ryan Baby Goose.
No, I'm never gonna stop thinking about it.
You're welcome.
Well, all right, guys. Thanks for joining us for that episode. Read the deal, watch off campus, go support your local bookshops. Watch the Odyssey.
Have you read The Odyssey, like the book?
Yeah, it was years ago.
I haven't actually read the book. I wonder if I should read it.
It was like high school. Probably. Why not? Do it for fun. You were wanting to read the Bible, so might as well throw that in your list.
I might as well. Could be fun.
Could be fun.
Could be fun, yeah.
Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me.
Oh, email us at hottakesandpaperbacks.com. No.
No.
Email us at hottakesandpaperbacks@gmail.com.
And follow us on TikTok and Instagram. Also, our handles are Hot Takes and Paperbacks. And share your thoughts with us. Comment, like, subscribe on our YouTube, Spotify, and Apple. And yeah, we will see you next time.
See you next time. Later, love you. Bye.
Bye.